Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And let's look at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs approach. Taking a look at Minnesota, and they're sitting with the 5th seed in the conference currently.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, their focus is shifting now to the playoffs. Now, they could wrap up a good seed, and of course, it's a matter of playing their best basketball to close out this regular season.
Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Then it's Duncan Robinson, then it's Duren, and it's Jenkins in at the point. And for the Timberwolves, McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Dosunmu. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. What a great front court matchup we have tonight, Legs. Do those battles look a little different from when you played?
Well, certainly there's less wrestling going on down on the block. More of these post players now want to step out and face up. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a fan of either style.
A lot of space on the floor, that's for sure.
There's no doubt much more difficult to defend these post players with all this versatility.
And he gets the bucket.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Harris, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. He can't get it to go. McDaniels with some nice D. DiVincenzo finds Gobert. Randall outside. Back to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that dunk.
Pass to Harris. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Duren with a screen on Randall. Harris misses. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Graham.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Julius Randle getting it done. What a move.
Yeah, nice play by Randall. He can take up space in there and has great short area quickness.
Robinson, a screen on DiVincenzo, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Out to the right wing. Back to Daniels. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Dosunmu outside. For 3, Randall. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
No hesitation from the big man, Randall. I mean, this is how confident of a shooter he is.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Our 2K leaderboard highlighting the NBA's assist leaders over the last month. 5th, Detroit.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Robinson. Will it go? Duren, great positioning on the putback.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And here's Randall. Can't cash it in from close range.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Basket counts. McDaniels got his second bucket on the night.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Harris. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Yeah, finding a way. That's what Harris does.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Detroit with the ball. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
You have to take advantage of opportunities. That's exactly what they did, and really, that's all you can ask for.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you guys.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Pass to Jenkins. Harris against DiVincenzo. Harris outside. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Clark is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Highland in for DiVincenzo. Detroit also making some changes. Herter's checked in for Robinson. And Sasser subbed in for Jenkins. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they've made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'd love to hear it. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. Now here's Highland. 8 points in his last time out. Shot clock at 6. Here's Randall. The rebound by Detroit. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Well, you've got two teams, one from each conference, trying to reach that upper echelon. Should be an interesting matchup.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. And Minnesota with some changes. Naz Reid's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Randall. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Dosunmu. Detroit also making some changes. Reid's checked in for Duren. Holland comes in for Tobias Harris. And Caris LeVert is subbed in for Thompson.
Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Clark against LeVert. Outside Conley. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Herter. LeVert outside. Lets the three fly. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So, at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
It's reflected in their assist totals. This is a great start offensively.
Setting the floor for the Pistons. Kevin Herter out there with Marcus Sasser. Then it's Caris LeVert. Then there's Holland. And it's Reid in at the 5. Now here's LeVert. Pass to Holland. Oh, he tries a 3. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. Right, Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability, unquestionably, the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will, either. The
Pistons trailing. Sasser outside. Pass to Holland. Detroit moving the ball around. And the three off target. Minnesota's shooting has been good. 54% on this one. Freeman misses. And here's Detroit. Herder with it. He's picked up by Conley. Here's Holland. Puts up a three. Reed with the rebound. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Now Highland taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. Freeman had a miss there on the triple. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Now here's Sasser. He's guarded by Highland. Pass to LeVert. Here's Reed. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Now here's Clark. Still no points. Highland, the pass to Conley. Shot clock at 5. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Look at the toughness from Conley. He's seen a lot in this league and won't go down easy.
Pistons trail by 3. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Freeman. Jaden McDaniels, he's checked in for Clark. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Duren, he's checked in for Reed. Thompson comes in for LeVert. Robinson, he's checked in for Herder. Jenkins comes in for Sasser. Here's Jenkins. And that one's long.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
Tim, how do you like this blend for the new Pistons? Wily veterans alongside the new blood.
I love the way they have built this team. Shooting was their Achilles heel, but these veterans bring spacing and savvy.
Just 4 to shoot. McDaniels from long range. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 4th assist with that last one. Pass to Holland to win the drought. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. McDaniels from long range. The rebound by Detroit. Duren's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Holland. On the wing, Thompson. And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Minnesota leading by 4. Highland with it. Pass to Randall. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Holland. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Randall outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randall. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Desumu's checked in. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Harris is checked in. Pass to Jenkins. Thompson outside. Duren with a screen on McDaniels. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duren is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim.
Now here's McDaniels. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, an underrated passer. Randall has a nice feel for the game and is willing to keep his teammates involved.
Harris Harris outside. Pass to Jenkins. Detroit moving the ball around. The three. Thompson, no good.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
And here's Dosunmu. Now Randall, pounded by Harris. Gets the three ball to go. And now it's a 10-point Minnesota lead.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Robinson, a screen on DiVincenzo. Pass to Robinson. Launches a three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Right side, McDaniels. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, ending the quarter up 10. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Look at Detroit. They know they're the top. Row, row, row. You know what that is, Ernie? Top diggity dog. Now, it's got to be as healthy as possible. Start preparing for round one.
And following up what you say, it is a dog-eat-dog league. Some great teams going to be gunning for them. Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Pistons.
They've got to play with more force defensively, if you ask me. You got to make them feel you.
Yeah, touch them up if you have to. Right now, they're putting them no resistance.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. One of the stories here, Jaden McDaniels getting it done today.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
The Timberwolves lead by 10. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Ayo Dosunmu out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Now here's Harris, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Shoots over Randall. Harris misses.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Randall, the pass to McDaniels. Lets it go from deep. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pistons trail by 12. To the paint. Here's Harris. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Randall.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
It's blocked by Gobert.
Yeah, no easy pass to the rim when Gobert is down low. I mean, he just bats it away with ease.
The 3 is up.
And that miss makes them 0 for 4 to start this quarter. Not exactly the start they were hoping for.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
And they pick up 2. McDaniels got 20 points.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Back to you.
He can lock it down. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Pass to Harris. Thompson scanning the floor. Back to Harris. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Harris has got 5.
Well, that's nice. Asserting himself inside. Harris taking it right to the defense.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense. It's McDaniels on the wing. Defended by Thompson. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Here's Jenkins. No points so far. Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. For Graham, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Reed's checked in for Randall. Holland, he's checked in for Detroit.
Well, it's easy to see who the offense is running through tonight. Why change anything?
Pass to Thompson. Here's Jenkins. DiVincenzo covering. Fast break, Minnesota. Reed, good.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Thompson outside. Pass to Robinson to end the run. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Now here's Reed. A minute 53 left in the third quarter. And the basket by Dosunmu.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. Highland, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Herter's checked in for Detroit. Pistons trail by 21. Outside Robinson. Jacks up a 3. And again, no good by Detroit.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
And the bucket is good.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
We've got 1:28 left in the third. Pass to Holland. There's Herter with the 3. McDaniels with the rebound. And so it's Highland who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Now here's Highland. Reed. Oh, misses the dunk.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Herter from long range. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves lead by 23. Pass to Dosunmu. Outside, DiVincenzo. It's McDaniels on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Dosunmu on the wing. Here's Highland. Off target from outside.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Jenkins' shot is good.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second half. Outside, Highland. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Highland. Right side, McDaniels. Shoots over Holland. Oh, what an incredible end to the corner.
Wow, incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly.
Woo. Oh, with the clock running down, man, that was close.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for Detroit. We've got Kevin Huerter. Caris LeVert is out there with Holland. Then there's Marcus Sasser. And it's Duren in at center.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Well, it's the biggest reason they have the lead right now. They have just been flat out the more physical team.
Now here's Clark. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Highland, book it, and it's Randall with the assist.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
Here's Holland. There's Huerter with the three. Reed with the rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Clark. Fires from deep. Sasser with a rebound. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Holland for three. It's rebounded by Minnesota. After this one, they're off to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Randall, the pass to Highland. From downtown, Randall can't hit.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
LeVert, that's good.
That's great use of the bounce pass in that situation to make sure the ball got there.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Shannon comes in for Clark. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Thompson, he's checked in for LeVert. Here's Highland. Minnesota again missing. The Pistons have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Sasser can't hit.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Conley. Lays it up and banks it in.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
And it's Detroit with the ball. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Holland. Shoots over Randall. Randall with some nice D. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Here's Highland. It's blocked. And in recent years, Legs, we're seeing a lot of young teams having success. Also, depth playing big dividends. What's changed?
Well, I think with today's up-tempo style, more players have to cover more ground. It just makes sense that younger, deeper teams are better equipped to handle all that wear and tear.
Young players seem to be more welcome, too, in the NBA culture.
No doubt. They're going to get an opportunity sooner.
Now here's Conley. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
And one of our featured players tonight earns our Player of the Game award, Jaden McDaniels.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Well, he's getting in a groove at the perfect time, just as they're getting ready to do battle in the postseason. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Let's go with a three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. McDaniels got 12 points in just the second half. Here's Jenkins. Back to Harris. Robinson on the wing from about 19. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Left side Conley. Outside McDaniels. Pass to DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Daniels. There's the three. And it's Harris with the rebound. And so it's Harris with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. 1:33 left to play in the fourth quarter. Robinson on the wing. And again, no good by Detroit.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Now here's McDaniels. Outside Conley. From behind the arc. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by Conley. McDaniels got 6 in the quarter.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Timberwolves.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with another win in the bag, they've racked up 46 total on the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jaden McDaniels.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Shannon comes in for Julius Randle. Clark is checked in for DiVincenzo. And it's Highland in for Mike Conley. Now here's Clark. McDaniels from long range. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Dante, you won state titles in high school, 2 national titles at Villanova, and now a growing role in the NBA. What has been the secret to your success?
It's my ability to adapt. Different teams, different dynamics of different teams, and just my ability to adapt to that team and fit.
Sky's the limit, guys.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that'll do it, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Jaden McDaniels.